can, Scotty.
Fishing reports.
Hey everybody, it's Rob Holman with Northwest Fishing Reports. Today I'm at Riffe Lake. I'm with my buddy Scott Crawford of Chrome Inc. Guided Sport Fishing. We're right outside Mossy Rock Park. We're on the lake. We're going to be chasing rainbows and coho salmon. I've got 3 generations of Winklemans with me today, out for adventure fishing. They're the inventors and owners of Grays Harbor Under's performance base layers. It's going to be a great show. Keep watching. A lot of fun coming up.
So today we're out here on Riffe Lake and we're trolling for, well, whatever will bite, but for the most part we're going to be fishing for rainbow trout and coho salmon. We may catch some king salmon along the way, and there I've been told that there's also some brown trout in here, but for the most part we're going to be targeting the coho and the rainbows.
What are we using today, Scott?
Oh, today we're going to be using Yakima bait. We have they're new spin fish, well, relatively new. Today we're running both the 2-inch and the 2.5-inch, little fish flash, and that's about it. Pretty simple rigging for these fish. Of course, the spin fish is loaded with a little bit of tuna and some other creative things. So yeah, should be pretty good fishing, and look forward to putting a limit in the boat for everybody.
All right, let's get fishing.
So another thing, guys, it'll get busy hopefully, and there will be times where it'll be a lot easier for you guys to put the lines out yourself. The best thing to do is just leave it in the holder, and then all you want to do is push that silver button down. That releases the line, and then watch the numbers. And the rule of thumb, at least till you get down to like 30 or so, is that you need to be able to say the number out loud or in your head as they go by. If you do it any faster, what'll happen is the lure will come up, wrap around the lead, and you won't be fishing. You'll be pretty mad after we get done trolling for a mile. So we're gonna run these 2 back rods out to about 60. And Mario, you can go ahead and take over on that if you'd like to. Just kind of use your thumb there to slowly let the line out. As you get into the 40s and 50s, you can go a lot quicker. All you gotta do is just keep your finger on there and watch the numbers go by. And you want to run it out till it says 60, okay? Try to turn it fast enough so that the rod stays bent. And then we'll angle this over here a little bit, and we see how that gave the rod a little bit of bend. We want to try to keep that rod bent all the time because that's your shock absorber. There you go. I see him pulling on you. Oh, there's another one.
God, that's a double.
It's a double right off the bat. Can't complain about that, right?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
And that's kind of the story you were telling me, is you can get some double, triple. There's some good action here.
We have some great action out here. That looks like a better fish too. Okay, Josie, why don't you reel a little bit faster, because we're gonna have 2 of them right here. Well, maybe 3. How about that? Let's do 3.
I think let's go for the triple.
Right? Boat right by the rail. So just remember, I'm gonna have you back up. Just walk backwards.
Lay it in the water.
Come on back here. There you go.
Lay it in the...
And we'll get a little more line out here. So this is a rainbow. I try not to put them in the net unless I have to.
Oh, pretty fish.
Look at that. That's beautiful rainbow trout.
Nice job, Jesse.
Yeah.
Boom.
Let's grab the
I
now.
think it's going to die.
Hold it up by your face. Big smile.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's what it's all about right there. Another rainbow, so just walk backwards. Try to keep them out of the net as much as I can.
Fish. Here we go.
Fish on.
Roll that one.
Front rod.
Roll it, Josie.
So we're gonna have trouble keeping rods in the water.
We're totally out of the water now.
I'm gonna help you get this out. Put this here. Start reeling. You remember from the last one, right?
Yes.
All right.
And it's
Keep it
pulling
angled.
super hard.
Not a bad
Oh, it's a
problem.
nice fish. It's a bigger fish. He's like, this is pulling
too
a lot
hard.
harder. Yeah, that's a big one. Awesome. Reel. Yeah, I can see it there.
My hand.
You can slow down.
That might be our first salmon.
That is a salmon. One of those landlocked salmon.
It was like, why is it pulling me?
Those are fish flash, inline flashers, huh?
Yeah, fish flash. They're also Yakima bait product. That's a Coho.
You want this one at, Scotty?
Yeah, that's keeper.
Different kinds.
That is a nice fish right there. That's a good grade.
You're saying that's a Coho? How do we tell that's a Coho?
Coho will have a white gum line, fork tail. The rainbow has more of a square tail on it. And the black back, it's kind of hard to notice coming over the rail, but you get them side by side, there's quite a bit of difference there. So there's the two fish that we'll be predominantly catching today.
Not bad, Mario.
Right here.
No, I'm pretty proud of that one right there.
Saying you.
You got another one? It's a busy day.
It's a great eater grade, huh?
Oh yeah, that's a nice.
Okay, do you remember how to put this in the holder?
That's a nice fish.
They're hitting that thing hard.
Very aggressively. We're using two little number 4 Gamakatsu wide gap hooks tied pretty tight together. And if they bite it, they're pretty much got.
Yeah.
It's a 2-minute lull.
It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting bored now. You know, we had to wait like 2 minutes, got all the lines back in the water.
That in itself is
Crazy.
the reason why this is such a great fishery for the kids.
Well, I'm having fun too. Does that mean I'm a kid, Scotty?
It pretty much, yeah, I think that goes without saying.
So I put my thumb right on the spool as I let it out to kind of slow it down. Scott's made a point a couple times that we want to let it out real slowly so the gear doesn't get tangled up. And you'll be disappointed if you let it out too fast and you've been trolling for a while and there's no bites, and it's because your gear's all tangled up. Seems like a common sense tip, but it's one that can get missed when the action gets hot.
Maybe one more pull, and then we'll just lift up your tip, let them get the line. And I like to keep their head in the water because they will shake off from time to time. That's another good fat little
Look at that.
trout. Opening day madness right here now.
Oh, I think you should.
I think you got
the fish.
I think you got a Coho, man.
Coho!
Oh, that one's kind of small.
I didn't scream it out though. Fish on, Coho! That's what I meant to say.
Coho rodeo.
There's some enthusiasm.
I think we have a full of fish.
You've already caught more than you ever did before, huh?
Yeah. 400%.
There's so much fish in there.
But aren't you supposed to kiss the fish? Isn't that the thing you're
another
supposed to
nice
do? For real.
Salmonoid.
For luck.
I need to get
Right.
another bait on there for you real quick.
Scott, how deep are we trolling?
We are in the 40 to 50 foot range.
We're in what, a couple hundred feet of water?
Yeah, it's at least a couple hundred feet of water. It is 201 feet.
Never mind.
And we got our gear fishing in the 40 to 50 foot column.
Are you marking fish then on your electronics?
I am. They're a little bit deeper. I like to run my gear a little bit above where I'm marking most of the fish. They tend to look up and out, and so, you know, keeping your gear above where you're marking them on the fish finder makes a lot of sense for that.
And before we break away from that, tell me, you got 3 different recipes in your special your tuna stuff, don't you?
Yeah, I was just kidding. So yeah, what I do is I take tuna and I drain it off as best I can, get it as dry as I can, even pat it with a paper towel and get all the moisture out of it. And then I'll take put it on a cutting board and mince it till it's literally soup and it has no fiber left whatsoever. And then I mix in a few little special ingredients. This one here is krill and some tuna oil and garlic. Here we have craw anise. And here we have shrimp garlic. They don't seem to be too fussy today though.
Sometimes they are, huh?
Yeah, I like to have a couple of different scents with me so that if something is working better than the other, obviously going to use that.
What do you think about this, Grandpa?
I couldn't be happier. I mean, this is my big grin. I'm out here with my oldest son, Ben. And he lives closest to me, so we spend a lot of time together. Besides that, he's my business partner in Grays Harbor Unders. And then we have his daughter, my lovely granddaughter Josie, who is still the perfect age that we can still play. Once they get a little older, it's like they don't want to play with Grandpa anymore. But right now, she's the first time on the boat with us, and we are having a good time. We don't hardly have time to stop because we're reeling fish in left and right. It's a good day.